All right, welcome back. So President Biden is facing some red signals as he touts some of the economy's positive signs.
Under Bidenomics, we're going to make sure America's future is made in America. You know, it's leading to a manufacturing boom, attracting over $600 billion so far in private investment in American manufacturing.
One warning sign, though, the yield on a 10-year Treasury bill reached its highest level today since 2007. Now, that's important because it impacts the price of many things, including, for example, mortgage rates, which continue to stay elevated. Stocks could also take a hit as well. To just sort of bring it back, though, to a 30,000-foot level. Wall Street Journal today, Scott, here's the headline. There has never been a worse time to buy instead of rent. When you talk about the American dream, part of it is to be able to own a home, and that's gone. Poof for a lot of people.
I just gave a personal story of my mortgage doubling at the end of the
I feel your pain. I'm with you.
Without a doubt. But the real problem is I think the Democrats and the Republicans can acknowledge that the economy isn't what it should be. You can't outrun inflation. You got to do something about it. And the messenger, even if you like Bidenomics, even with the legislative accomplishments, Americans aren't feeling it at the table or at the gas pump. And there's no argument to resolve that issue unless inflation goes down, and the messenger is Biden, who isn't exactly the best messenger.
You say there's no argument. Here is the argument that the president is making. For example, this is an ad that he's running the state.
No real argument.
Joe Biden said he'd stand up for workers, and he's delivering, passing laws that are increasing wages and creating good-paying jobs. Manufacturing is coming back to Michigan because Joe Biden doesn't just talk, he delivers.
I mean, does that resonate when you see the Wall Street Journal headline and you look at the grocery bills?
Got two different.
We all know what's going on.
You got two different versions of what's going on in the economy. That ad is accurate, without a doubt. But the Americans aren't feeling it, and so the messenger is telling you what I should be thinking, but I'm not feeling it at the gas pump or at the kitchen table. And so what do I do as a voter? I vote Democrat because I'm a Democrat, because the alternative of the Republicans, it doesn't give me any answers. At the same time, though, what are you going to do about my pocketbook? I hope Bidenomics, I hope we start to feel the effect, the positive effect of Bidenomics in the next year. Because if we don't, this election in November is going to be a toss-up. It really is.
It's a toss-up right now. I mean, with everything.
It's early now, but it's going to be a toss-up still. Maybe it continues to be a toss-up. But I worry about that as a Democrat.
That ad tells me that the White House doesn't understand economics. That ad talked about laws that were creating jobs. What they don't understand is you got to get the regulations off of the back of small business, because they are the engine of job growth in Michigan and other states. And we're not going to see this until the tax policy is corrected, until we cut government spending to help reduce inflation so we can get interest rates down, because everybody's budget is getting squeezed both by interest rates, increasing costs, and jobs are very fragile right now.
All right, so here's the headline in the Washington Post over the weekend. Quote, Biden team looks at buying more ads amid ongoing polling concerns. Are they going to be able to buy their way out of this, Chris?
Oh, well, I mean, there's only two kinds of money in politics. There is enough and not enough. You know, Joe Biden will have all the money that he needs, and he'll spend it. As I travel around the breadth and width of this great nation, and I go to swing states, I see a lot of Biden inventory. They're airing these ads. And by the way, this was a good approach for the Obama campaign in 2012. They got up early, but they were doing something different. They were targeting Mitt Romney. They were talking about what was wrong with Mitt Romney. They got up on the air early in Ohio, in Michigan, in Midwestern states. They stayed up when for folks at home, the ads are cheaper now than they will be right before the election. So when the inventory is cheap, they buy ads, they spend the money. They're trying to if you're spending this money to increase the favorability of an incumbent president, this is not a great sign.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.